Hello, welcome to another video. Getting back to the Odin's Z machine interpreter, written in Odin. Um, so this is the Z machine. So I'm kind of following the standards document to make it standard compliant, I guess. Got my source code here, and I'm going to be using the Odin language. So, um, I think I just need to work out where I was. Has been a bit of time. I've been under the weather. It's like winter here. So yeah, I think I got up to this test at that worked, but now we're getting uh, opcode 2OB. So if we go over here, in fact, maybe go over here, we can look up, uh, we can look up complete table, yeah. And we want to ops B, and that's set at a. So we're going back into the object class basically. Uh, that's kind of a bit not. Well, it kind of got the same visual effect, minus one tiny line. Right, so what I'm going to do is, I think if I just do that, it should have done it. And so now we can go something like this, and it'll take me there. So what I might do is probably good to do if we get back to that same place. This one published. So here, also wanted to do like a path. Yeah, that one. So this one, we were using what TXT, that is probably in here, minus n, that's the also the thing that we're gonna do. So if we go back over here and down there, we can see kind of where it's trying, except maybe just close that. Right, so it is looking at HCD4, and it is indeed test data, so basically on with the code. Sorry, I just got a little parched. So we need to add that in set as a, we can throw it here. It's kind of interesting with home road mods on my keyboard. I don't know, mechanical keyboard thing. This current layout I've got, it's easier to just do that and then something like well, then I have to remember where that is. Something like that than doing all caps like how I was, because I basically sometimes I need the key, like my S is the shift for the right hand side, and then my O is the shift for the other side, but I have some letters around there. No, I've got none. I'm actually in the midst of changing my layout to something I think which might be a bit more efficient and better for my RSI, because I'm getting old. But yeah, anyway, that's mechanical stuff aside. So we still need to do down here, we need to find the test and then change change to that and do that. Cool. And now if we do that same make, it will now kind of complain. So, what are we in at the moment? We're in execute. So for set editor, I think I just want to search for test editor first and bring that up and delete that set. And just do the same there because I believe if we where are we looking to be, wasn't it? Set editor. It takes two arguments and object and attribute. And this one doesn't have a branch, so we'll get rid of that. But then it is jump off. And just change test to set. And I believe that should kind of work. It doesn't exist yet, but we could kind of just create it, I guess, because we will need it soon. Want to do that, and we also want to just do that, and we had like a unimplemented. I think we had that. So come back to here. Remember where things are on this keyboard. So that should do that. And what we can do is go to the next thing. Yes, that is what I meant. Right, so does it need a branch? It does not. We want to put this before store. So if we find store and let's set yeah, I use my right pinky to do the shift, so it's kind of awkward holding the pinky and something else down. Whereas if I did it with the to get that capital S, which changes the line, substitute line. Yeah, anyway, keyboard stuff aside, I'm not doing that at the moment. So how do we do this? We are setting the attribute. It is probably going to be the same as test attribute, except up here. No, it's down here. Set. You know what I find funny about the alphabet? It's ordered, but there's actually no reason for it to be ordered. You can order it in any way, but in computer science terms, it's really just a set. It's only ordered because, I don't know, humans. Yeah, I'll write that. Does it need a store? No, it does not. So let's search for. No, it's not that search. Go back to where I was. Go there. And S QRS store. That's where I want. And I want to add sub attribute. And make sure I've got that. And surely it's just the Z string, and it is not. Good old typos, can't just repeat. Cool. So now we should be able to do that make. We we actually wanted to add one to that. I was like, I was reading the this message down here, and I'm like sub attribute, but nah, it's saying that I copy paste, but did not do things. So sub. Uh, there's like a mode for this, is it? Uh, right, go there, and is it this? Yeah, it is this. Yeah, I thought there was. Um, redo that, but I'll go to the next thing. Um, cool. Yeah, cooking gas. Um, so now we should be able to make it. Right, so now we're at the set attribute type. So I think at this point, we need to actually read the uh, the um, this object table again, I believe, because we know how to set attribute. So I think this can go away. So we know how to set attribute. Well, in fact, let's just go here. This set attribute, what's it doing? It's basically making sure that the attribute's all good. Then it's just finding that attribute. So the attribute's a bit, which attribute flags, yeah. So here, I think what we need to do, well, I know what we need to do, is, I guess, do the same kind of asserts, and we still need that thing. But we kind of want to read the existing byte for what we're getting. So a rig, and probably want to find that symbol, do that, and then do that, and then do that. So we want to get the byte, and then we want to, well, we kind of want to get the bit. Might just call this set. I mean, I guess that's kind of what it is. I will call it mask just to make it similar to this. So once we get the attribute, we want to, I guess, just OR it with the mask. And the mask looks like it should just be one bit shifted over, so that it should just be one bit set and a whole bunch of zeros. So then if we're ending that byte with the original, then yeah, that should work. So we could do, well, in fact, we can just go straight to the machine, right byte, and we're writing to the machine, and we're going to write to the right address. The key that we write to the same address. But the value we're going to write is going to be a rig and no, or the mask, and do something like that. And that should just work. And then after we run the make now, it should just get down to the right thing. I'm thinking I might. It's like not that easy to do, but want to basically get this except maybe do this and each header. We can do the same there. Then attributes header, and this can equal to just that. Just to make sure, make it clear that we're reading and writing the same byte, because if we don't read and write the same byte, then that would kind of defeat the purpose. Right, next instruction should be, so that should mean that these all just have like a weird extra byte. Extra character. I mean, it's an extra byte, but that's what it is. Right, so now 206. If we look over here, the one after. Well, I guess this could be going to 8CF5. No, it's going to be this clear at 206. JN. Right. Might just check this is correct. So from here, 8CF5 is JN. It's just 2 lines down from that green marker. So if we're here, we may jump or we may go forward. So there are 2 instructions that I need to clear ETA and JN. But we'll go to JN first and double check that 6 is JN. Cool. So I guess we got time for another implementation of JN. So it'll be here and 2. And JN. Right, so here it was 6. Come on. That's what I want. JN 2 up 6 6. Except I did actually want that. I don't know. I'm changing the keyboard layout, and it's kind of hard to get the brain in sync sometimes. This one that I've been using quite a while is like not really the best layout for Vim use, and I don't really want to change my Vim config to suit because then when I go on servers, I'll be like, "What is this?" Which I could like copy the Vim over to the servers, but it's just kind of easier to change the keyboard to something that's more Vim friendly, but also efficient. More efficient than QWERTY. I find QWERTY just nah, it's not my cup of tea. Um, Too many like kind of weird hand movements. I like to keep the weird hand movements to a minimum and the more natural ones. Yeah. So anyway, where are we? Execution. How do we do our jumps? So I guess we want something like this. Um, and we know that it is just going to be two. Just the one thing. Um, and it does have a branch. Yeah, we just need to set jump condition. Then we need to and then yeah. Use something like that, get both the objects and do the jump, and the jump's kind of handled later on. Right. It's kind of weird how Odin does the errors showing it in opcodes, but then like a different file and then two more opcodes. Like I'd kind of expect them all to be in the same. I guess that might do stuff parallel. It's like it does do some crazy stuff. Like you can have what's the word? Like mutual inclusions, and it just kind of handles it. And even when yeah, it kind of does stuff that I think you can't do easily in C, which yeah, I find kind of good. There are parts I find good, but there's also parts I find a bit clunky. But it's kind of fun to do it in. So anyway, do we need a branch? Yes, we do. J in is somewhere there. I think I might just go back here and that was no, it wasn't in the right place. Yeah, it was. Anyhow, means a branch. So was the next. We can do something like this. Doesn't need a store. It does not. So here we can find that. Jump. That's right. That was the doesn't need a Z string. It does not. Cool. And then this, right. What does a jump do? Well, actually, what does a VE do? So this one kind of, it does object stuff. So I think it almost needs to be two things, because these objects opcodes, they only have an object as the first thing, where this has two objects. I wonder how this is for dumping it. I wonder how this does it. Yeah, it does do it here for the first argument. I guess what I want to search for is something like this. Yeah, so you can have it in the second argument as well, and you can have it in both. So what I think I need to do is go back here, go there. Push the wrong thing. No, I just didn't. Yeah, anyhow. So I think from all that, what I need to do is actually kind of just eyeballing that, but doesn't any come down one to be on the first S. And so here we can equal to 2. We need some closing bracket. So I think at this stage, just because we are dumping an operand that could be an operand. So we have an operand dump, but it kind of assumes that you are a variable. So I guess. Oh, I was pushing the wrong thing. This thing. No. Go back to where I was. Go to where I want to be. We need to change this to set actor. Yeah, I think I need to do turn the keyboard lights off. I think I need to do a object dump, and this take an operand, will be an operand, and it will do nothing. And I guess we'll do that, and we'll go back here, and object dump, and it needs the machine actually, so we'll pass it the machine. Objects dump. So we'll pass it the machine, and we will pass it the operand. And now if we go to there, see, we already have object dump. I guess could do something like that. Undo that. Come on, classic. Just clear that up a little. That was strange. Yes, I think that will do the trick. And I think that might have been the last thing I'd done. Right, so here we were also taking a machine, and it was of type. No, it was of type machine hat on that side. We get the right keyboard, and because we don't have that, replace that with grand. Of course. Yes, and yes, and yes. Right, so, oh no, we did want that, but we wanted that. We wanted that. Yeah, it did say we did duplicate, yes. I was still on the set editor, and so I put the wrong thing. But here we went. J in. It seems to. That's because I was looking down there to kind of see what it's meant to look like. But I'll believe that. Right. We'll just do that. So here it does like a weird dump. Where are we looking? We are looking HC5. How do you do it? Old thing. Yeah, so yes. I'll get in the right place, which is instruction done. And we are going to this thing that we just made. Well, actually, the one thing we're doing the comma in between. Um, um, right, these like, where's that set at? So this part of like, they're both objects. So what's happening is it's seeing the second type as can I do operands? Operand. And make that again. And go back to where I was. Yeah, so it should be 52. Um, I guess like these cases, I'll be interested in these cases whether, because I guess in version 3, object table, version 3, there's only so many objects. Yeah, there's only 255 objects, so that can fit in a small constant. So I wonder where this assumption here, if, like if it is an assumption, um, not this one, that's treating both small constants and large constants as an object in instruction sets. So I guess like here, pre is, whoa, no, that just did that. So I want to be at the start. I just want to down there. So it's the problem with these specs. I guess with any specs, is you don't always know where where you get. I think I made an assumption. Um, so if we search that same thing, but for a hash, um, yeah. So I think I made an assumption, and assumptions are bad. Um, and I think this should work. It still doesn't like that. And we're doing this object jump. Maybe. Ooh. Yeah, see, here I want that to say magic boat, but it was a large constant, so it did 4. So I guess, like, it needs to detect whether it's an object or not. Um, so same file. We're too far gone. Um, take me there. Do that bad boy and then delete the dot. And just delete. So I think this is what it needs. And if the length is 0, return something. Um, minus I object something. Do that everywhere. Um, yeah, cool. Save that. Forget about tags. I want to test whether it's a. Well, actually, um, we can do something like this. Come on. Tired morning. And make a new thing. And I guess I have this returnable and it can not equal to 0, something like that. I'll just up this size up a bit there. Cool. So here we then want to go back here and if object its name we're taking same stuff. Else do that and bump that out. Yeah, I think that will just fix the woes and what? Cool. One of my things is broken, so I can't get my command window, so you can see the history of it. I thought I did that. Dash dashes in line. Potentially I could add in things, but that's just kind of stretch goals, I guess. Cool. So here we're getting up to that JN. So here we need to think more about objects, and it's kind of interesting. I might just open up this, and here we'll just search JN here. Right, so it does say jump if object is a direct child of B, i.e., if the parent of A is B. So here we know where the parent, sibling, child is of the various versions. So really, what we can do is just check whether the parent of A is B. And A is object 1 and B is object 2. Like usually they call it AB, but here for some reason call it object 1, object 2. So if the parent of A is B, so we get A, we look up the parent. If it is B, and we don't need to look up B at all. So here we can do something like jump condition equal to object parent Person, machine, object, um, and do that. Cool. And in that case, we will probably need to yeah, we did heaps of like I might do it here. Because I feel like it will help a little. Yeah, get all that thing. And cool. I'm wondering whether any of this can be consolidated. It feels like not really. Like I guess having this um, information kind of taken out, but if I did that, then I'm also kind of writing stuff. So I think what I will do is just duplicate some code to start with. But it's close by, so I can kind of keep an eye on keep an eye on it. That's probably not that. It's just a word. Um, Something like that. And that should be reachable. So the compiler might complain about that. Was there some assertions? There's no assertions here. Do we? Yeah, there's just that many. But because we're kind of past it in a U16, it could be. Cool. So I think that's kind of it for that instruction, and we don't have a destination number. We don't have a destination number. But still don't have a destination number. Has to go up. Thanks. and just double check the J in. If the parent of A1 is 2, if the parent of 1 is 2. Right, so I think that is that. So we'll write that and we will do this. Right, that and run that. Pretty sure I wrote it, but so we're dumping too much. Yeah, this because I was doing that for some testing. Right, so here we are 108. Just check that everything went good. So this not yet implemented. It would be good if we had the address kind of attached to it. I wonder if that's possible. 8CF5 because this could be either here or 8D0 0A or here. So it could be print object or jump 0, but don't really know for certain. So I'll look both up. Well, I'll look up what that is. So 1 and A, it's print object. So that means the branch has been done. So that's kind of the case that I would want to kind of see if I can get the address at the address that you could use to there. And so that was something like that. Actually, I think it was just to that. So here, if we just make again, it should be like, whoa, you're missing that. And so here, I wonder if we can just go here and better and you and I wonder if we can make it again here. And read there. No, well, that kind of does what I need. So it's only called once there. And this has an address. So yeah, I might go here and address. And I might call them addresses. That's not where it was it? We were in opcodes. Implemented. Cool. Now if we make this, here we should be able to do something like what can we do? We can just do something like this. Right, so you don't know what it is. Address, and let's see, two things. And you also don't know what it is. Now, what problems does that cause? And here we can probably just do that. And so that should just be cool. Right, so now it will show me exactly where it is, 8CF9. So it is there in its print object. So I think that's probably an alright place to go. And was that right? 10A. 1A. Print object. Print object. Cool. So I think that's kind of enough to go on. Should probably make a recommit. What have we done? We've done a fair amount. We've done 2 instructions and some bit of debugging. Bit of debugging. Cool. So I might just add that in pieces. Might add all these things first, and also this thing, but I'll split this up. Not do that. We'll do that. Won't 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 do that. We'll do this. We'll do that. Won't do that. Won't do that. Won't do that. What are we doing? So this is all the kind of debugging improvements. Oh, did that include that? We want that, and we don't want that. I will get doing it. It's like massive diffs that you gotta split up. Massive patches in patch mode. Could almost split that up into two, but who knows? Debugging improves So I think I'll just add both because there's only like this substantial method and this substantial method, and the rest are just kind of chucking things in various places. Um, so JN and set atter add JN and set atter. Cool. And I suppose push that up and probably have to do this. You've got my password through my like sounds I made on the keyboard. Um, Potentially have the oh well. Right, and that's that. And with that, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Got a wee little project going on, Odin's interpretive for Z Machine. And as we can see, it has progressed a bit further. I mean, from the start, it couldn't really run anything. Now it can kind of interpret instructions. It knows about headers and variables and whatnot. And objects, it's starting to know like a bit more, knows strings, and all these instructions. And now it's kind of getting down to here where it's like, whoa, not too sure about this. And that's just saying that instruction is not found yet, which we can edit, but that could be another time. It might be off screen. What was it? It was like a print one, print object. Yeah, I think I'll just do that off screen. It's I could almost just do it now. It's just that object dump, and that will do it. Cool. So thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, see ya.